Hi guys, it's Jasmine here. So I know I haven't been consistent, and I know I keep saying I'm going to be consistent, but now that I've got everything worked out and like a sort of semi regular schedule going on, I really am going to try and work harder to be good with this. So I'm just going to get straight to the point with what I want to talk about today. So, one thing that's been on my mind lately a lot for some ungodly reason, who knows why, is birth control in America. So, this is my personal opinion, but what I don't understand is why are we not teaching sex education in schools? I was in 8th grade and I took a health class, and we started with something, and then we got into drugs, and then we got into sex, and ish. But they tiptoed around it. But we did get to learn how to put a condom on. Yeah. And it's I think there should be more of that in schools. Maybe not necessarily in elementary school. The most graphic it got from me in elementary school was in 5th grade when they started talking about puberty and periods, and they give us pads and deodorant. And that was the most graphic it got for me, but it helped because it was some information. And I feel like there needs to be more sex education in schools, maybe middle school, 8th grade, like I was in, and definitely in high school, because a lot of people are just not educated. And then there's parents that I know of that, they're so scared to give the talk. It's like a taboo. But you need to give your kids the talk, and I think it should be taught in school. Not how to have sex, but ways to sex education. You need to be educated. That is what needs to happen. There needs to be more education on sex. And I know that sounds crazy insane, and I'm probably gonna get burned at the stake by some people, but there needs to be. There's people saying, oh, I don't want my child tainted, or oh no, my kid, I had the talk, but it wasn't that elaborate because they're not gonna have sex. Or abstinence is the answer. Abstinence is the only way to go. And you know what? Abstinence is great. If you can be abstinent and wait until marriage, then good for you. But still, you need to be educated just in case. That's just how it is. There are so many people that don't know that much. You think they do, but they don't. And then they learn from the media where everything is glorified, where sex is glorified, and there's ads for condoms and K and Y, that crap, lubrication. They see that thing and they're okay, it's advertised, so it's there, so boom. No, you gotta know your options. If you want to stay abstinent, good for you. Stay abstinent. Do what you gotta do. If you want to wait until you find someone that you are truly in love with, whether that's until you're married or before you're married, then good for you. Or if you are someone who lost their virginity and then just likes sex, then good for you. There's nothing wrong with liking sex. Nothing at all. But you still need to be educated. There just need to be classes in high school about forms of birth control, options. My issue is I'm not promoting sex and promoting pregnancy, because that's not the case at all. I'm not promoting pregnancy unless you're married, but sometimes shit happens and that shit can be prevented. Not saying that babies are shit, no, God no, but it's just if people knew about the different forms of birth control, the pill, the shot, the NuvaRing crap, wow, I'm saying crap and I can't even defend well. The NuvaRing that goes inside, there's shots, there's loads of pills, and the men can help with birth control with condoms. People need to know these things. Some people don't know how to put on a condom. And I firmly think that girls should know how to put on a condom, because there are guys out there, I'm not dissing all guys, but will try and trick the girl, especially if it's her first time or something, and be oh, we don't need a condom, or I don't know how to put a condom on, but I'll pull out. No, us girls, we need to know how to put a condom on, just in case some guy tries to trick us. We'll be oh no, it's okay, I know how to put it on, so you're safe. And it's not even just preventing pregnancy, it's preventing STDs. You don't want to have an STD, that's disgusting. feel bad for people with STDs, and even the ones that like are curable or whatever, like you still don't want to be like, oh yeah, one time I had an STD. You want to be safe. So people, I think in schools, there needs to be more sex education and learning about the different forms of birth control, how to put a condom on, what to do if the moment arises, and how to be safe, and what to do if you want to get tested, if you feel maybe you might have something and you want to get tested. You shouldn't feel embarrassed to go get tested, because that could save your ass or fuck you, and not in the good way, if you don't get tested and you feel like you need to. That's just the honest truth. Like, it is what it is. So I definitely think there needs to be more information and education about it around in the schools. And I know there are a lot of people that do not agree with me and think I'm like some stupid whore who goes out and fucks everything that walks, which is not true. But I can safely say I am educated and I know my options and I know what to do in situations just in case a certain situation arises. Like, I am proud of that. And if I ever have kids one day, I'm going to educate them if the school systems don't, because people need to know, boys and girls. Boys need to know too. Girls are just as sneaky. Girls are sneaky little shits too. They'll be like, oh no, it's okay. I've done it without a condom before. We don't need to use a condom. But the bitch got like 5 STDs, and then there you go with 5 STDs. Like, no. People need to be educated. Even if, like I said, even if you plan on staying a virgin until marriage, you still need to be educated. Because, like, what if you don't want to get pregnant right away in your marriage? How do you prevent that? The pulling out method isn't going to help you any. Not at all. You need to know about birth control and your options. That's just my opinion. And if you don't like it, put it in the comments. If you agree, put it in the comments. Like, put your opinion in the comments. I want to know what other people think about this, because I strongly believe it definitely needs to be in the schools more. Like, for real. Because people are not educated, and that's why teen pregnancies happen. And I'm not saying every teen mom is a bad mom. I know plenty of moms that got pregnant as a teenager and are great moms. But did they really ask for that? No. Are they happy in their lives? Yeah, sure, they're happy with their family. But, I mean, if you're someone who does not want a teen pregnancy or a pregnancy before you get married or anything, you need to know. And you need to know to prevent from diseases and getting yourself in a shithole. Like, I'm just so tired of it being such a taboo about everything, about learning about it. Anyway, like I said, leave your thoughts, comments, whether you agree or disagree with me. I want to read it in the comments. You can even bash me and tell me I'm going to burn in hell for it, That's okay. This is my opinion and I'm expressing it. So, that's all I got to say about that. I will try and find a date that I can upload, like legit upload constantly, like on that day. But that's all I gotta say for right now. And if no one has told you yet today, I love you.